Cassidy, are you out with that man of yours again? I want to talk about this divorce already. You keep running off to go and spend time with him, leading to this whole divorce getting nowhere. If you really want for things to happen like you keep whining about, then come home and talk with me.
Come on, you're talking about all that again? I was kind to you by leaving the divorce papers at the house for you to finish filling out. Just sign your name on those papers and hand them in to the courthouse. Then this whole situation will be over with and you won't have to think about me anymore. You're the one who keeps trying to bring things up with me, delaying the divorce you keep whining about wanting all the time. You're being a jerk right now, Arnold. I even said you could have full custody of Kai, so why do you still sound unhappy with things?
I want to talk about the settlement.
What?
If you want to know why I'm not happy with getting the divorce just yet, then I'll give you my answer right now. I want for you and that man you've been cheating on me with to pay $50,000 as a settlement to me and in one payment.
$50,000? Are you nuts?
I came up with that amount after talking with my lawyer about how long you've been cheating on me for and how many times you've lashed out at me trying to hide said affair. I will not be reducing that settlement. You owe that amount to me for all the times you've lied to me saying that you've loved me and your daughter, so let's go.
What the heck? You want me to pay you that much? You're outright trying to rob me.
Everyone knows that when someone in a married couple cheats on the other, they have to pay up for it.
Well, I don't know about that crap, and I don't care.
Then that makes you an idiot who needs to be taught a lesson.
Shut up.
Once I know that you and your man are gonna pay up, I will be handing in those divorce papers. Also, if you try to take the papers and hand them in yourself without my consent, then I'm gonna have my lawyer call the courthouse and have them trash those papers, so don't bother trying. And I haven't even signed anything yet, so you would have to forge my signature, and that would land you in an even worse spot than you're already in.
Are you kidding me? I want to get married soon, Arnold. My boyfriend and I have already made plans for our wedding and everything, yet you've made those plans fall apart, and now we have to reschedule things. Stop being an ass.
If you want to get married, then you'd better get to work on sending me that $50,000. Otherwise, you're just going to have to wait until I feel like signing those papers.
I don't have that kind of money.
Well, until you do have the money, there won't be any divorce.
What the hell? Do you like holding me hostage like this?
Absolutely not, but I need to make sure that a little rat like you doesn't slip through my fingers without paying me that settlement first. That's the whole reason I made sure the lawyer and the court knew you had to pay me in one lump sum so that you couldn't run away from me with my money. To be honest, you both are some tiresome idiots. Hurry up and pay me that money so we can get this divorce over with.
What? What makes you think you need to say things like that?
If you don't want me talking to you like this, then come home and talk with me.
Come on, Arnold.
You're such a pain in the butt.
Arnold, are you all right?
Oh, hey, Amy.
I saw what you sent me yesterday night. I get that things aren't going your way, but you can't start getting all upset about it right now. You're only going to push Cassidy further and further away, and things will go nowhere for the both of you, so take it easy, please.
I might have gone a little overboard there. I just got all worked up is all about what she was saying to me. However, her parents knew where she'd run off to, and so they were able to stop her for me.
I see. Hey, Kai is looking at my phone right now and asking how you're doing.
Kai, I'm doing just fine.
Can I call and talk with her later? She really wants to hear your voice and is always asking me what you're doing and where you're at.
Sure thing. Sorry for leaving her in your care for so long now. I promise to make this all up to you later on.
No worries. She's my cute little niece after all, so I'd watch her until the end of time if I had to.
Thank you. You're really helping me out a bunch here.
Tomorrow you'll be taking her to the amusement park for a bit so that she can get some of her energy out and have fun, right?
Yeah, that's right. Even with how things have been going between Cassidy and I still need to act like a parent and give my little girl the attention she deserves.
That's right. And I think you getting out for a bit and having some fun there will be good for you as well. Cassidy, come to Miles City Hospital right now. Oh, hey, Amy. It's been such a long time since I last spoke to you. What's going on over at that hospital? Have you still not gotten a call or anything from them? Both Arnold and Kai got into a bad car accident. What? They had just left the house, and just a few minutes later they got rear-ended really badly. They were both taken to Miles City Hospital by ambulance, and I'd like for you to head there now as well to go see them. Right now I'm with my parents as well as my husband heading there to see them. You should already be aware that I'm getting a divorce from Arnold, right? What? Yeah, I'm well aware of that already. But you both are still legally married, and this accident involved your daughter, who is now in the ICU. And I told you and Arnold that I don't want custody of Kai anymore. Is there any reason I need to be going out to see them now? Seriously, I don't care to go and see the both of them while they're just laying in some hospital beds, so please don't ask me about this again. What? I get that you and Arnold are on your way to getting a divorce, but you can't actually be abandoning your own daughter like that, right? We should already be divorced by now, Amy. Yet for some reason, Arnold either still has some kind of feelings for me, or he wants my money, and that's why he won't let us get divorced yet. I don't care that they both had to be admitted into the hospital. Just as long as Arnold is still able to sign those divorce papers soon. And if he injured his hands, then someone step in for him and sign it so we can get this divorce taken care of. Right now is not the time to be talking about your guys' divorce. Would you stop playing around with me already? Just make Arnold hurry up and sign those papers. And of course, without that whole settlement BS. Cassidy! Oh, by the way, starting tomorrow, I'm going to be away for 3 weeks with my boyfriend on vacation before our marriage. You're going on vacation now with him? Aren't your parents supposed to be watching you right now? I found the perfect time to run away from those two. Cassidy, you are really asking for it. Had Arnold just stopped being such a baby about the divorce, this would be my honeymoon with the man who should be my husband now. So unfortunately, we'll just have to call this vacation our pre-marriage vacation. All because of Arnold. I see. I understand now why he was getting so pissed off with you. What? I totally understand now that you have no intent of going out to see Arnold and your daughter at the hospital. Well, whatever happens from here on out, I'll make sure to keep between us and not get you involved. Oh, that would be wonderful. Thank God you're a lot better at understanding people's feelings than your brother. I'm going to start packing my things now. Bye-bye. Amy, I just got back from my pre-marriage vacation and all. Yet there is still no word about the divorce from Arnold, so now I'm not going to play so nicely with you guys anymore, okay? I took a little trip back to the house to have a look and see if the papers had all been signed, but they were still on Arnold's desk without his signature still. That must mean he got into that car accident before signing the papers, huh? And from the looks of things at the house, it seems that neither Arnold nor Kai have been back home and are still in the hospital, right? I guess I have no choice but to come to the hospital and see them so that I can force Arnold to sign these dang papers. Can you tell me what hospital those two are at again? Oh, so you're back home now? Did you know that both of them had to be transferred to another hospital? I stopped by the hospital you told me about before to ask if I could go see them, and they told me they were no longer there. And they wouldn't even tell me where Arnold and Kai went when I asked. I tried texting him, but he didn't respond back to me yet. Arnold broke both of his hands in the accident, so there's no way for him to do anything on his phone. Oh, is that right? So where are those two at now? I'm not telling you. What? Are you kidding me, Amy? I have to have Arnold sign these dang papers for me. Hey, Cassidy, there happened to be one other man you'd been having an affair with, right? What? Are you still talking with that man now? You're on about him, huh? I am planning on marrying the man I'm with now, so I left that other guy a while ago. And how did you explain to him the reasons for why you wanted to break things off? Well, I hadn't met with him for around 5 months at the time. So of course I didn't say anything to him about how I'd be getting married to another man or anything. All I said was that my husband and I were rekindling our love for one another, so I had to say goodbye to him. I see. What ended up happening with that guy anyway? Well, that man's funeral took place 2 weeks ago. Huh? What do you mean, funeral? That man had been ill for a while, so I wanted to ask you if you knew anything about that. I didn't know. Well, a little bit after you and him broke things off, his illness grew worse, and he had to be admitted to the hospital for care. There was no cure to what he had, so he finished his life in a hospital bed, surrounded by his wife and kids. What? So with that, I wanted to tell you that his wife found out about him cheating on her with you and started an investigation into who you were and where you're from. What? Because of that, it seems that in the next couple of days here, you will be getting told about the settlement she'll be wanting from you. No way! And it sounds like she wants the same thing Arnold wants, for you to pay it off in one lump payment. Wait, no! Get all the money you have ready. I don't have all of that money, though. Well, then how about you borrow the money you'll need? I'm sure that's the only choice left for you now, since there's nowhere left for you to run. What the hell is this? Arnold? Hey, please, just give up on getting that settlement from me, okay? I'll make sure to give you something else in place of that. I'll come out and see you at the hospital and bring you flowers. And I'll even get back together with you. So, what hospital are you staying at right now? I asked your sister that, but she just bullied me and said she wouldn't tell. Also, my parents have started to tell me to get out of their house and that they won't accept me as their daughter anymore. I've kind of come around to realizing I was a little bit in the wrong here, and so I'm wanting to make up for that, all right? And the only person I can rely on now is you. That's why I'm thinking about being nice to you again by letting you stay with my husband. And hey, I've made sure to leave that last guy I was with. So you don't have to worry about me being with any other men at the moment, all right? This will take care of all our problems, right? I'm sure that Kai is pretty lonely now after not seeing her mommy for some time, right? So, where were you guys admitted at? Hey, Arnold. Hurry up and tell me where you're staying, please. It sounded like Cassidy went and broke up with the man she had been wanting to marry for a while, in the hopes of erasing all those talks about divorce and staying Arnold's wife. But she didn't seem to have listened to what I had told her about my brother's hands being a mess, and so all of those texts and calls she gave him went unheard and unread. A week went by before I stumbled across all of her texts to him when I came back to see him and check on his phone. However, even after reading everything she had been saying to him about the divorce and her need for him, Arnold had no plans of letting her back into his life and continued with the settlement. He then told me to block her, and that if she really did need to say anything to him about the settlement, she had his lawyer's info and could contact him to pass the word on to Arnold. The same thing happened with the other woman, whose husband had cheated on her with Cassidy. So Cassidy ended up having to pay off 2 settlements. Realizing that there was really nothing left for her to do in this situation, Cassidy went and sold almost all of her things to pawn shops, which still didn't give her enough money. So the remainder had to be paid for with some borrowed money. And with all of that, she was able to pay off both settlements in one lump payment. Currently, with the tens of thousands of dollars worth of debt she's in, Cassidy's having to work day and night, 7 days a week to make all that money back, all while silently crying. Even after the divorce, Arnold has been stuck in the hospital recovering from his injuries, but things are going well there. Kai ended up being released a couple of days ago, and has been doing all right after the head trauma she had received. She will start kindergarten soon, so we'll have to see how her condition is there. At least she's smiling again and hasn't even mentioned a single thing about her mom yet. Recently, she has been sitting inside a lot, drawing pictures of giraffes and elephants, talking about how she can't wait to go to the zoo once her daddy is out of the hospital. Seems there's no need to pray for this father-daughter duo, as they are both bound to one another like magnets. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Dad, are you still working? Because today should be the day you finish that business trip and come home, right? I wanted to ask if I'm really your kid. I'm your kid, right? No matter how I think about it, I believe I'm yours, but...
Abby? What's going on? Why are you asking me something like that?
Mom's friend, Mrs. Bauer, is saying some weird things to me.
Mrs. Bauer? Is she the really strangely dressed woman who lives on the first floor of the apartment complex?
That's her.
What all has she said to you?
She told me that I'm not actually your daughter.
Ah!
She's wrong about that, right? I'm related to you by blood, making me your real daughter, right?
Of course you're my daughter. I've spoken to you before about how your mother, who passed away long ago, your real mother, had you while her and I were together, right?
You did.
Mrs. Bauer wasn't even around during those times, so I'm not sure what all she's talking about. And it's not like she's close to our family anyway, so she really needs to mind her own business. Perhaps she's mistaking you for someone else's kid?
That's what I think. Thank goodness you think the same thing.
But why would that person ever say anything like that to you? Later on, I'll have to talk with her about that and explain everything to her so that she doesn't say those same things about you again.
About Mom?
Huh?
She was crying really badly, saying that she needed to stop all of this strange talk about us before it started to spread to everyone. And then she ran off.
Do you think she went to go and talk with Mrs. Bauer?
I think so. She's already there now, I think.
I see.
I think everything will be fine, though.
A lot of the people in this apartment complex have been here a long time with us and know about what happened. Mrs. Bauer and her family only moved here half a year ago, so I hadn't gotten around to explaining anything to her about us, but I probably have to now. I just didn't want to bother her and her family yet.
I see.
Now that I think about it, when she came to our room with her husband to introduce themselves, we traded phone numbers.
You did?
She told me that she wanted to have everyone who lives in this apartment complex's number in case there's ever an emergency. So that's the only reason we exchanged phone numbers then. I've never talked with her or anything, over the phone or with text, though.
You never really have a reason to, so I don't blame you for not talking to her or her husband.
I'm a bit worried about your mom right now since she ran off to Mrs. Bauer's place. Right now, I'm getting on the plane to fly back home to you both. There will be Wi-Fi on the plane so you can text me if anything happens while I'm on my way home. All right?
All right. Thank you, Dad. Excuse me, but this is Abby's father, Beau, who I'm texting right now.
What?
My name is Rebecca, and I'm currently living in room 105 of our apartment building.
Ah, nice to meet you again. Are you wanting to talk about my daughter then, and that's why you're texting me now?
That's right. So you must have heard about things from her already?
That's correct. Just a little bit ago, her and I were talking with one another about it. I'm not really sure where all the confusion about things had started, but my daughter is 100% related to me by blood, and I have her birth certificate and everything to prove just that. I'd like it if you'd please stop saying such strange things to her from here on out.
Are you kidding me? You have still not noticed anything about this yet?
What are you talking about?
I wonder what I could be talking about. Could you please let your wife know about this for me? If you don't, and I start to get all upset here, then I can have my brother and all his old friends come out to your apartment and make you wish you'd just accepted the truth.
Excuse me?
In the past, I was involved with a lot of street gangs, all right? My older brother was the head of one of those gangs, and if you piss me off, you'll be pissing him off, and things will get scary. Dad, there's an emergency.
What's happened?
Mom came back home and her cheek is all bruised and swollen.
What?
She told me that Mrs. Bauer punched her in the face.
She punched your mom?
She didn't listen to anything Mom was trying to say, and then she punched Mom to get her to shut up. I'm helping her put ice on her cheek right now, but it looks like the inside of her mouth is all cut up.
What the hell?
We should go to the hospital, right? Because the bleeding isn't stopping from her mouth.
Yes, please, go there.
All right, I'll go and let the old man next door know about what's happened, and we need to leave.
Good idea. When you get to the hospital, make sure to let the doctor know that Mom was assaulted and that a police report and everything needs to be made up. Once your mom's mouth has been taken care of, head to Grandma and Grandpa's house and stay there.
Okay.
Please, take good care of your mom for me.
All right. Listen, bud. Don't be ghosting me like that right in the middle of our discussion.
Sorry, there was an emergency that came up, and so I had to focus all of my attention on that for a bit.
An emergency?
Right now, I'm on my way to go see my wife who got punched in the cheek by you. Tell me, what was all that about?
I did that because she was asking to take a knuckles sandwich to her left cheek. That woman? She has balls of steel showing up at my door again like that, whining about things. And you, Bo. You need to get real with me and stop playing around.
What are you talking about right now?
I am talking about the secret of Abby's birth. Abby is really my husband's daughter, and we all should know that by now. You are not her real dad, and I want her to stop calling you that. Hence why I told her the truth. In other words, this all happened years ago, about a year before Abby was born, where your wife was with my husband cheating on the both of us. But before things could be handled, your wife married you, and then she had Abby, and you took the position of being her father. And I have hated you ever since because you never noticed that your wife had cheated on you with my man.
Listen to this then, Rebecca. My wife has never been pregnant while she's been with me.
What?
Her and I only started dating about 4 years ago, and 2 years ago we got married. This was her first time getting married, and I got married to her, bringing my daughter Abby along with me. This is my second time being married now.
Huh?
That means Abby is still related to me by blood because my previous wife gave birth to her after we tried for so long to have a baby, and my current wife is like her stepmother.
Stepmother?
This might be a little bit of a sidetrack, but if you take my daughter's age of 15 and add 1 year to it, that would be 16 years ago. But at that time, I was with Abby's real mother, and we were happily married to one another. I was never going out with my current wife then, so I cannot speak for whatever she was up to.
What? Huh? Abby, she's 15 years old?
That's correct.
What? But she was telling me all about how she had this test she was taking at the local elementary school before she graduated from there.
She was only taking her 8th grade exams at the elementary school because her middle school is having some construction done, and that would distract the students. After the exam, she'll be graduating from there and going to high school.
Huh? Oh, so she's not going into middle school?
Did you think that she was younger and still in 5th grade?
Yeah.
I suppose my daughter isn't the tallest girl, and one could say she's a late bloomer, but she's normally wearing her school's soccer uniform when she comes home from school. Did you not see that it was for her middle school?
I'm never home in the afternoon, so I only see her when she's going to school in the morning.
Is that so? Understood then.
But, Bo, I'm not kidding when I say that your wife had been having relations with my husband.
Is that something that's still going on currently?
Yes! Half a year ago, when my family moved into this building, they got back together and have been having an affair ever since. I made a mistake about who Abby's real father was and all that, but I know for a fact that my husband is cheating on me with your wife.
And do you have evidence of this?
I've seen them together plenty of times now. They both come out of the office building over by Hartford Station, and it's during the middle of the day when they should still be inside working.
How often are they doing such a thing?
At least twice a week. And the rest of the time they're together is after work or at work outings when they have to stay late.
That's very strange, Rebecca.
How is any of that strange?
Because my wife is currently working at an accounting office right down the street from this apartment complex.
Huh?
She's currently working as a part of the company's management and has been there for some time. So I'm not sure that she's making the 45-minute trip all the way out to Hartford Station to see your husband twice a week.
What? Oh, you're kidding me.
Rebecca?
What?
Actually, my wife's cousin happens to work out over in that area and can be seen going to and from that station quite a lot.
Cousin?
Here's something that you might benefit from hearing about that cousin. She happens to share a lot of the same features as my wife and will sometimes be misidentified as my wife when going out around this part of the city. So I think you made the same mistake.
Are you serious? I can't believe I got your wife mixed up with her.
Now listen, Rebecca. There's something else. You are also cheating currently, aren't you?
Huh? What the hell are you talking about now?
You are going out with the store manager of the store you work at part-time, and that daughter of yours you had a little while back happens to be that store manager's daughter.
Wait, what?
The fact that you were going off on my family and me for something that wasn't even happening, all while your situation is one and the same to what you thought was going on here? I don't care if you made a mistake and became confused about us. In the position you're in, there's no reason for my wife to be punched by a hypocrite.
Who the hell are you? How do you know about all of that?
This was the outcome of what an investigator found out for your husband, who asked him to look into you.
Huh? An investigator?
As a matter of fact, during that same time you went and punched my wife in the face for no reason at all, I got a call from your husband about all of this. He told me all sorts of things about you after he learned from the investigator. Also, your husband and my wife's cousin happen to both work for that same company, yes, but they're never doing anything besides taking their lunch break at the same time and talking business.
What?
And if you'd like evidence of that, you can ask their company for the security gate records of when they go in and out of the building and see it lining up with their lunch. And if that's not enough for you, the company also has all the records of the projects they've had to work on together, and that some of those projects require them to stay late after work and get them done. So, your husband has not been cheating on you yet, Rebecca. You claimed they were cheating just because you saw them together, and you went around saying that to everyone, right? Of course, while you'd say that, you'd also go on about how if your husband was going to cheat, you'd do the exact same thing. And that's why you've started to have an affair with the store manager.
What? Wait, huh?
There was a lot of information in all of what I just said, so I can understand you not taking in everything all at once. But I'll make things simple for you now. 1, besides you and your store manager, nobody else is having an affair. 2, you just committed a crime in all your confusion. There you go.
No way.
Take a few more reads through all of this so that you can get a good understanding of what all has happened, please.
Do you think you can just say things like that to me? After hearing about you saying I've committed a crime by hitting your wife and your lies about me having an affair with my store manager, my brother and his gang will not leave you alone.
Is that so? Well, I'm aware that you're the little sister of Jacob Roberts, who was the leader of the street gang Heaven's Demons, right?
Huh? Heaven's Demons?
Go let him know not to do a thing after this, unless he's willing to have all of those things from his past brought back up and then face his rival street gang.
What? Are you talking about Satan's Angels? The gang that's insanely strong now?
In the past, they were.
I'm so sorry.
The next day, Rebecca's husband got a divorce from her, and that's also when her husband found out the daughter she had wasn't his. And so he had the both of them leave his apartment together and told her to never bring that child back to him. I was coming back home right as she was being kicked out, and when our eyes met, she screamed her head off before taking her daughter and sprinting out of the building. How rude! Rebecca would later be asked to pay a large settlement in the divorce since she had cheated and had a child with another man and would have to do so in one lump payment. She tried to get some form of child support from her husband in the divorce, though, but once again, the child was not her husband's, and so his lawyer told her there was nothing she could do about that. That settlement in the divorce wasn't going to be the only thing Rebecca had to pay, though, as my wife also got a settlement from her for being assaulted, and that had to be paid in one lump payment as well. This settlement turned out to be even larger than the one her husband had asked for, since she'd be paying for all the medical bills my wife received for not only stitching up the inside of her mouth, but for the pain medication she'd be on after having her cheekbone fractured. It only took a few days after the court ruling, and all that money my wife had asked for was paid. My wife and daughter both said she was being very quiet and smart now by paying that settlement without fighting back at all. And I said that it's almost like she'd learned her place after our talk, all while laughing. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.